Nope.
Sharp Customs, man. We're rolling. We're rolling on a Monday night. A late Monday night. I wanted to do some content over the weekend, but, you know, shit happens. That's all I'm going to say. But here we are, man. We got the, I don't know what you, Pro Street. Let's call it a Pro Street 34. This one's being built for somebody. The roof has been chopped. You get to see that, but it was all in Bondo and, you know, the white gel coat, and I've got it somewhat all in epoxy primer, which lets me see all the stuff I need to fix, which lots of stuff down around these trim lines, you know, little gaps, little holes, lots of pinholes. Lots of pinholes. The roof turned out pretty good. There's some scratchy marks and pinholes and stuff in the back. A lot of the scratchy marks are from, you know, sanding with 80 grit. I did break it down before priming it with a 150 grit, but you know, when it's white, you can't. You just can't see a whole lot when it's white. I'm just going to spin the table quickly because it's on wheels. We can do that. Don't want to run the dog over. Hey, Max. So you can see this side with the louver panel on it that I trimmed up, made it fit. Looks all right. I didn't paint it gray yet. I've been kind of trimming it, trying to get it to. Just trying to get it to fit in there. Looks, I'm pretty close. I'm pretty close right now. I'm going to flip the table back and we'll pull some bits and pieces off. How about that? Let's take the hood and the grill off. Goes over the blower. Look at that. Nicely detailed fakie motor. Sitting in there. We got a makeshift blower belt. Took the motor all apart. You know, kind of detailed it. Lots of paint. And then glued it all back together so it's with a more permanent glue. And a lot of the stuff, I actually drilled holes in it. The pipes, the block, you know, the valve covers, where the valve covers sit, everything had like 1/8 holes drilled in it, so that way my epoxy kind of seeps in. I put it on both sides in the holes and then stick the pieces together and wait for it to dry, and I hope that it gets a better bond is kind of the idea of drilling the holes. The motor is mounted in the frame. I was going to mount the motor to the body, so when you lifted the body off, you know, the motor and everything came with it, but you know, here at Sharp Customs, I do that constantly. I change directions all the time. I come up with an idea and then I go, you know, 2 days later it's like, nah, I don't want to do that, you know. Don't know why. I think it's just easier to pop the body off. Even if this was pinned, which, see, I'm thinking the new owner's going to want to show off the engine. So that the other ruby red up there, the hood actually, it slides on with, you know, pins in the firewall and a pin down here. This one, I can't do that. I can't slide it over the, you know, the bug catcher. It's kind of got to just drop. It's got to drop on. So it's not a dilemma. It's not a problem. All problems are is they just create more solutions. That's all they do. I'll figure it out. But we'll pop that off. I'd like to come up with a clever way. I like the whole magnet idea, just, you know, clip, but I kind of think it would fall off if you're, you know, if you're driving it. You know, I've had a lot of people ask me about the real miniature V8s, and all I can say about those is that those things are so darn expensive, you know. I don't know if you'd really want to use one the way I burn the two-strokes, because I kind of think you break it. Doing donuts, just driving the living, you know, out of it. I think I would break them all the time. I'd break them. And, you know, and it's pretty funny because a lot of people think they're cool, they think they're great, and it's a whole lot of money in most cases, you know, to be sitting on my shelf. That's all I got to say about that. We're going to pop the top off this, and we're going to look at a few other things I did. Oh, so here's a cool factor. You can grab this at the front, and you can grab it at the back, and you can pick it up. Now I'll show you why. Or I'll show you the reason. So at the front, I put this little quarter wire. It's kind of a, you know, keeps the body from scraping the ground. Mind you, I don't think it can. And then at the back, with the body just sitting on this bolt here, it was a little tippy left and right. So I was going to do rails off of the sides of the frame and go underneath the running boards. And then I kind of came up with this idea. This little rail that runs back here, and it goes right under the back part of the lower pan. Goes right underneath here, you know, 7 inches. Keeps it nice and stable. But I thought that was a, you know, because I know with some of the other cars I have a hard time picking them up because there's nothing to, you know, the ruby red, I'm grabbing that rear tail pan and I'm lifting the fiberglass on that bolt, basically. This is a pretty basic build, you know, when you think about it. Motor, just epoxied a piece of quarter ply. That'll get, you know, sealed, painted. A little piece of that flat steel that I used to do the rails with, and just 2 screws, and that's it. That is what is literally holding the motor in, and it's pretty stable. You could tip it back, but it's sitting down on this front steering servo, which is perfect. But yeah, it's not going to go anywhere, and we're going to test that, because as soon as this thing is you know, stripped down, once I get all the I believe the last thing I've got to do is just create a fuel tank mount, and then I'll strip it all apart. It doesn't take long. Take me an hour, have this thing stripped down, and I'll get, you know, the bits and pieces painted, get the welds cleaned up, powder coat or paint. I'll probably go the powder coat direction, and then I'll probably start finessing the body. Did I miss anything there? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I did have a few, I had a few questions on basically the gearboxes. So like the Raco, you know, the Raco, I think I'm going blind. No, there we go. Yeah, on the Raco gearboxes that I've used in the last few cars. So what we are going to do is I'm going to come over there, and, you know, another short video from Sharp Customs. But yeah, you get to see, these are just, it looks cool from this side, this car. These are just 3D printed inserts. These little fancy wheel inserts. Not sure what I'm doing with the wheels, if I'm going to paint the plastic wheels, or I think it looks pretty cool just with the inserts. You know, make them fit right. This one's a little tight. Oh no, it's a little loose. So this one's a little loose. Make them fit so they're snug. Get the wheels cleaned up. I think it looks good. It looks. I think if you did the wheels silver, I think it'd take away that Pro Street look. I think the whole, when I get this car painted soon, I hope next week or so. But anyhow, let's get over here. Let's get on this rear end. So I took this. Of course, just my poor little Jack Rabbit, my Raco Jack Rabbit. I was like, well, somebody requested, they wanted to see kind of what these gearboxes, Raco, what they were all about. As you can see, we get the fiber brakes. So if I turn the clutch bell here, and the servo just pushes this arm, and that's basically your brakes. Of course, not stop me because these are not, they're not down there. There we go. But they're probably going to pull out. Yeah, because there's no clip on there. Everything's, oh, you know what, I get these I get the bolts loose. That's why it's not working. But let's strip it. Let's have a look inside, because you know what, people? For anybody who's interested, I have yet to see inside one of these. Maybe we could pull all of this off all together. We'll take it off. Tight. So you got a fibrous disc. You got a metal plate up here. I'm gonna guess these are stainless. They want to be stubborn. Oh, got two there. Interesting. Oh, I see, one on each side. Yeah, this one has 3 fiber discs, and what works is just this square block. See, the square block turns. Call that like a cam lock. Yeah, look at that cup. That cup's pretty worn out. We're gonna do this a little quicker. Yeah, I had some of them loose. I'm hoping it comes apart fairly easy. I think it should. I believe we got to take the back cover off. Don't put these back in with it, you'll strip them like I did. We got these 2 gears here. I don't think they have to come off to split the case. There we go, look at that. Here we go, we got the crown gear. Look at all the grease in there. I'll clean that up, get it smeared back on the gears. The gears are looking pretty dry. So we got the crown gear. So we got the bell. Here's the clutch bell right here, and that shaft goes all the way through to this smaller gear, which goes to this gear, which is on the pinion, which transfers to this big old frickin' crown gear, like so. Look at that. Look at the close tolerance there. All works pretty sweet. Not bad. Got a total of, what do we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bearings. Total of 6 bearings. That's pretty crazy, eh? This thing has not seen the light of day, nor grease. Now there is a grease. Look at, check that out. There's a grease nipple right there. Spraying grease in there wouldn't do a damn thing. You'd literally have to fill this gearbox up with the grease to get anything on the, on the gears. But yeah, that's pretty cool. It is direct drive. There is no slip differential in here. It's just, you know, hit the loud pedal and go. Both wheels. No, no one wheel peeler here. But yeah, pretty neat, pretty cool little unit. I have seen these modified into more custom looking aluminum units, which is pretty dang cool. But yeah, there you have it. It's broken apart. You can change these gears. You can swap these two. You know, change your gear ratio. I actually did it in this. Lost all the, you know, gave up some good torque for high speed. Didn't really like that because these things, they're so overpowered. You don't need all the speed that they produce because you can't control it. You know, you've seen my videos. I just go into mad donuts. That's my control. I just do donuts left, right, and that's how you keep it just in one spot. If you're trying to go in a straight line, these things are all over the place. They spin the wheels too easy. But yeah, there you go. You know, I've been wanting to see the inside of one of these gearboxes myself, and now that I have, I probably need to do a little more maintenance on my rear gearboxes on all my cars. But there we go. That grease is pretty thick. I'll just use what's in there and put it on the gears and slap it back together, and we're good. Just grabbing a rag. There you have it. So yeah, 34 Coupe. We ripped apart an old vintage Raco gearbox so we could see what was inside there. I was surprised, one last thing, I was surprised to see how many teeth were on this big crown gear. I'm probably going to take the time and count them, and I'll count the ones on there. I know we've got like a double ratio thing going on here, but that just, you know, it seems like a lot of teeth. Bearing's a little wobbly, but it's a trooper. I look at those. I look at these, the cups. I look at how ovaled out they are. Those things are worn. Those things are worn so good. That's the problem with these old vintage cars. You know, to find a couple of those, you know, dog bone receivers would be. They could be hard to find. The only way you find them is buy another whole car and piece it out like I did with the Pro Street sitting here. Anyhow, there we go. Some more content for you. Sharp Customs. You know the routine. Don't forget, man, keep commenting. I love to reply to comments. Love you all. Till the next. Peace. I'm out.